Okay. So, a few things from grading your assignments. It looks like a lot of you don't use the resources that I provided for you. Okay. I am giving you everything you should need. If I don't, please give me your questions. Okay. A lot of you also have quite a few missing assignments. If you do not turn it in on Google Classroom, I will not find it and it will not get graded. Okay. So I need you guys to put things into Google Classroom. If you are missing assignments, that's probably where you made the mistake. Okay. Make sure you get in those assignments so that way I can get them into the grade book. Okay. Mid-quarter grades are actually not that far off already. Okay. There we go. Okay. So plan for today, we're going to go over some common errors that I saw in the assignments that we did previously, so the last couple of weeks. And then I'm also going to give you guys some reading to do, and then we'll come back and do a Kahoot. Okay. So follow your instructions. Like I just said, if you have questions, ask them. So here's what I saw a lot of. Okay. There's a lot of errors here. Who can give me one error that they see right away? Go ahead and unmute yourself and give me an error. You don't volunteer, I'll start calling you guys out. What do you guys have? Rachel, what's one error that you see?
It looks like they didn't use any like evidence or cite any evidence that they used.
Okay, so this was the first introduction, so they didn't need to cite anything. I'm talking more about formatting. What formatting errors do we see? Can you give me a formatting error, Rachel?
I mean, I guess their sentences don't really support each other in a sense. They're just kind of like stating something.
Okay, so it's a little bit choppy and a little bit random. Okay, Adam, what's one formatting error that you see? Adam Lerma, what's one formatting error that you see?
I see something.
Who's that? Is that Kian?
Koa.
Koa, what do you got?
So on the next to methods and results, they don't have a semicolon or a colon,
Okay,
and then
so go ahead.
they entered one down instead of just keeping it right next to it.
Okay, right. So after introduction, they put the colon like they were supposed to, but not after methods or results. Okay, so here's a couple of things that I see. Docs and practice need to be capitalized. Okay, if it's a title, you are going to capitalize it. You are also needing to hit enter here and have another line, just like you do between the introduction and the methods. There should be a blank line between the title and the introduction. Okay. All of your header titles need to be bold as well. Okay. Oh, that's where my chat is. Okay. Oh, sorry, Adam. Your audio is not working. Got it. Oh, see, now I'm using a new system. Now I found the chat over here. So now I see what you guys are entering in over here. Okay, so are we still having problems with the audio or anything? I see that was a problem. Is anybody having that problem still? Okay, I see your comment there, Zach, that you're not allowed to talk for some reason. Let's see.
So in the bottom left, there's a button. It's like mute, unmute, and then if you press something wrong at the beginning, it's like join audio, and you have to press that in order to hear anything or mute and unmute yourself.
So that's on your guys' side? That's not on mine?
Well, that would be on your side if you left the audio.
Okay, I don't see that.
No, like
No,
as you
it's
join
not.
the meeting, it'll say join audio.
It's
Got
on our side. We have to click an extra button.
Got it. Okay. So do you guys like Zoom better or do you guys like Google Meet better?
Google Meets for sure.
Yeah, I think Google Meets are like way easier.
Okay. So I got one for Zoom, a lot for Google Meet.
And to be
Okay.
honest, Zoom just seems like it's gonna give you a virus.
Why?
I don't know. It's just
No,
sketchy
it's
the
like
way it's laid
a
out.
bunch of solvents and stuff. It's really like complicated. I think Google Meet just makes it really simple.
Okay. All right. So we'll probably go back to Google Meet tomorrow, okay? Or sorry, Wednesday. Okay. So here we go. Those are the errors. The other thing, simple grammar here, right? I needs to be capitalized. Okay? When you're writing in a lab, you never say I. Obviously, it was you because this is your lab. So throughout this experiment, it was determined that the class is made up of 21 females and 11 males. Okay? So you never need to say I or any personal pronoun when you're writing in a lab. Okay? So here is an example of the way it should look. Okay? Obviously, to is not capitalized in a title. The is sometimes, okay? But you have the bold, the colon, and then it just goes right into the section, okay? So this is what it should like. This is from the example that I gave you guys under that assignment as well, okay? Are there any questions with formatting in your lab write-ups? No?
How much of the lab write-up is graded based on the formatting and how much is graded based on the content?
Okay, so in all honesty, I did not read a single one of your lab write-ups. This lab write-up practice was only me grading you based on format, okay? So normally, yes, I'll read it and I'll give you a rubric as to how it's gonna be broken down. But this practice, I just wanted to get you guys into the right formatting, okay? So this lab write-up assignment was all based on formatting. Good question. Any others? Okay. Another one with the citation practice, okay? There are two different types of references. There's your in-text citation and then your reference citation or your bibliography, okay? So here we are. This is how the person did their in-text citation, okay? Valentina, why are you writing on my screen over there, dude?
I didn't even click that. I don't even know what just happened.
I don't either. Okay, so first and foremost, and, in, and the, those should, well, in should be capitalized, but and the do not need to be capitalized. Industry needs to be capitalized, okay? We do not need the bullet point here in the front of introduction. We want it underlined with the colon and then the writing, okay? Next, your in-text citation only needs to include the author's last name and the year of publication at the end of the sentence that you are referencing in, okay? Now, there was a couple of articles that did not have a author. In that case, you would use the organization that did the publication. So for example, one of them was the World Health Organization. So you would write World Health Organization, comma, year of publication, okay? This, it's still there. Nope. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have a red line on our screen for a little while now. This is more of how it should look, okay? So you have the parenthesis, the organization. Technically, it should only be the year published, not the year or a date range, and then a parenthesis. So this one here is correct. This one here is correct, okay? Then when you go down to your bibliography, you have the more complete, full citation, okay? The only thing that's, I'm not sure what happened formatting wise, it should be, this line should come up with the rest of the citation, okay? Otherwise, this looks pretty good, okay? One thing a lot of you did not do was you did not alphabetize your bibliography or your reference section, okay? So that's the other thing that needs to be done, okay? Are there questions with citations? No questions here? Okay. All right. So no, there are no questions. Okay. Oh boy, I didn't give this to you guys yet. Okay. So we're going to get into the textbook a little bit, and it'll be a lot easier for you once I share that with you in the classroom. So in a minute, I'll go ahead and put that on the classroom. Okay. But this is your textbook. This is the Introduction to Health, or the language of health in medicine. Okay. Here's how this textbook works. Every chapter is going to have a title page, and it's going to give you the sections with the page number under it or next to it, okay? Every chapter is going to give you some word analysis and terminology. Then it's going to give you some exercises, and then it'll give you the answers to those exercises, and then it'll give you the pronunciation of terms, okay? Medical terminology is hard. It's really hard, okay? But what I want you guys to do is you guys are going to read pages 2 through 6 in the textbook, okay? In the textbook, it'll have the page number. And then you're going to go to page 17 of the text, and you're going to complete exercises A, D, and H in your ISN, okay? So write down on a piece of paper, and I want you to write both the question and the answer, okay? And I will give you 40 minutes to do this. Are there questions as to what you are doing?
I don't think I have a textbook.
Nobody does. I forgot. I got to go put it in classroom. I'll do that right after I answer any other questions.
So you're gonna put it in classroom, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So it is 10:31 now. I'll give you guys I'll give you a few extra minutes, and we'll do it at 11:15. Come on back. Okay. Now I gotta-
We're just writing on paper, not on like a doc.
Correct. Just on a piece of paper.
Okay.
All right. Now I got to figure out. Okay, everybody, let's go ahead and come on back. Go ahead and turn your cameras on for me, please. Waiting for a few more people to come back. Then I just have a quick question for you guys, then we'll move on. A few more people, guys. Go ahead and unmute turn your cameras on. You can stay on mute. You just need to turn your cameras on. Okay, simple raise of hands. How many of you was that not enough time? You did not complete the assignment. Go ahead and raise your hand. Okay. All right, you guys go ahead and put your hands down. Okay, so what I'll have you guys do in order to turn that in, I want you to go ahead and take a picture and put the picture into Google Classroom by the end of the day. So when you're done, you guys can go ahead and do that by the end of the day today. Okay? All right. I need to resume here.
Where do we upload the photo to?
It'll be the, I'll make an assignment. That's right. I'll make an assignment in Google Classroom. So I'll do that when we get off here in a few minutes. Okay. So what did we learn? Medical terminology is really hard. Okay. You are going to get into some very complex words and they're going to be hard to pronounce. A lot of times I even have to stop and think about what does that word mean and what is that, how do I pronounce that? Okay. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of practice. Okay. So what you have here in your example is a root word. What is a root word? Who can give me the definition of a root? Go ahead and type it into the chat box for me. The foundation of a word. Perfect. Okay. So the root is the foundation of a word. Okay. So terms are made up of several sections. Okay. Let me see. So you have a prefix, a root, a combining vowel, and a suffix. Okay. Those are all parts of the word. Now, not every word is going to have a prefix, but every word will have a root and a suffix. Okay. And a combining vowel. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a quick little Kahoot just to make sure we get a little bit of an understanding here. Okay, so let me do this. Let me go stop share. I think that's what I wanted to do. Escape. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out what I'm doing here again. Share. There we go. And screen 2. Boom. Okay. Woo. All right, I got it back. Now, go ahead and go join our Kahoot. I know you guys are missing it, so I'll go ahead and turn the volume back on this thing. And you guys can go ahead and turn off your cameras so that this doesn't get super glitchy. Daniela, go ahead and turn off your camera. Good. Okay. I think there's a couple more of you guys we're waiting on. Okay, here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started. Good. The root. Good job. The foundation of the word is the root. And we are on it this one. Oh, yes. The ending of the word is the suffix. The prefix is the beginning of the word. Gave you longer on this one because it's kind of a long question to read. Little Jaws action added onto this Kahoot music. Boom. Okay. So the 3 rules that they gave you when they are talking about creating a new word. Read the meaning of the medical term from the suffix back to the beginning. Okay. So the suffix is going to be stated first, and then you'll read through the word. Okay. Drop the combining vowel before a suffix beginning with the vowel. So for example, in the book, it gave you gastritis. And the combining vowel there typically is an O, but you need to drop it so that it's not gastroitis. Okay, it's gastritis. Keep the combining vowel between, that's good typing right there, 2 roots. Okay, so if there are multiple roots, you're going to keep that combining vowel there. This one I made up about adding a combining vowel when adding a suffix. Good. Good. Okay. So the combining form is another term for combining the combining vowel and the root. Okay. That's going to make up your combining form. Man, lots of movement on the leaderboard today. I wonder how many of you fall for my trick here. Good, it is cancer. Carcinoma is cancer. Two more you need to answer. Good, false. The answers are in the back of the book, okay? All right, guys, go ahead and come on back to the meeting. Turn your cameras on for me. Oh, wait, sorry, we want to see the winner. Oh, Valentino comes away with the win. All right, guys, go ahead and head on back to the meeting, please. Back to the meeting and turn on your cameras. All right, most of you guys are coming back.